We'll be focusing on making the glutes flare and taking the hip in its complete range of movement in this exercise, so there's a circular movement happening through the hip. We start from a good box position with the knees underneath the hips, and the hands slightly wide on the shoulders, and making sure that the shoulder and the pelvic girdles are nice and level and neutral, and the tummy's engaged. If you're not sure if you're in neutral, just let it come out completely, tighten through, and relax that upper body up into a nice straight back, head in a nice neutral position. So our starting position for this is with one hand, with one arm on the floor, so you're leaning on your forearm, so you've got one arm bent, elbow roughly underneath the shoulder, and the other arm is roughly straight, so it's the straight arm and the bent arm. So, starting from that position, arm bent, the other arm straight, we're going to work through the leg that corresponds to the straight arm. So my right arm is straight, I'm going to take my right leg backwards. Toe tips on the floor, tighten through the tummy, engage through those glute muscles, and lift the leg right up into the air as high as it will go. And then pivot in the hip as you bend the knee to take the knee out sideways, bringing it all the way around as close to the outside of that elbow as you can, underneath. When you kiss the knee or come close to kissing the knee, and then up into the air. It's not a quick move, none of these moves are quick, nice and slow and controlled, thinking about what it is that you're doing and why. We're doing this to recruit. Squeeze the glutes, head up into neutral, up high with that leg, and out, and round. Once again. Nice and long, straight, and round. With a very slight pause at the top to reset. And onto the other side. Elbow under shoulder, arm roughly straight. Leg that corresponds to the straight arm back, engage through the tummy, and off we lift, and out. Now what you can notice with these exercises that do one side at a time, is where you're a little bit wonky. So I have a much bigger range of movement through this hip, than I have through the other hip. It's good to know where your weaknesses or your imbalances are. It also helps you to do something about it. So preferentially, do slightly more on the side that needs a little bit more work. Back to focusing on what we're doing here. The leg goes up, a little bit of a pause, knee comes right out, twisting all the way through that hip joint. As far around to the outside of your supporting elbow as you can. Head tucks in, kiss the knee, and then head back to neutral as you take that leg up and round. Once again, a little bit of cat-cow if that feels nice. Once you've finished,